Listen, 2025 has been very clarifying here for me. And I just recorded a podcast and YouTube episode for my personal YouTube channel, and I would like to bring it to my podcast community as well because I my mission and my goal for this podcast and for this channel is to be as transparent as possible and join me on the journey because what I've been going through as a business owner, chances are a lot of y'all feel the same. And a lot of your business coaches that appearing to be winning better than you do, were going through the same stuff. So get comfortable and enjoy the episode. I will see you later. But then there's a dilemma. A lot of entrepreneurs quit their businesses because they don't have the stamina to stomach the reality and to stomach the test. Because it's not about like entrepreneurship is not about making a lot of money. I can go get a job and make a lot of money. I can land corporate contracts and make a lot of money. Entrepreneurship is about creating value and solving a problem. You are the person who is solving this problem in a semi unique way, and people resonate with you, and you're the right provider for the right people. It's about serving, it's about giving and not always taking. Okay. So I had a big calling in the 20s, like, after I started my business, right? I was doing career coaching in tech because that was the closest proximity clients. And I had like really mixed bag. I had like normal corporate software developers who were laid off, couldn't get a job for more than 2.5 years. And I helped them to land leadership roles with a gap in their resume, just like that in tech. I had clients, international clients in Canada, who were landing PhD programs, PhD programs, again, in tech to continue their careers. Super exciting. If you want to change that to something else, why in the world would you pivot? Because if God says go, you go and you trust. You trust the unknown. You take the certainty beyond logic, which is faith, and you go. And I went and it did work out the way I expected. Like the Q4, and again, we're talking about 2024, by the way, right now, not 2025. The Q1 was really good, and then Q2 was okay, sobering. Then Q3 was scary, and Q4 was disastrous. And then I had to make really quick decisions, come out with money, like just to support my business in any way. I had to let go of support staff that I had. It was devastating, absolutely devastating. And in 2025, I had to really face God face to face and answer the question like, am I here for a long game, or am I here just like I got divorced, I need to heal in public, and I need like, and I had identity crisis, and I started a business, made a bunch of money, lost a bunch of money, which happens in entrepreneurship, and now I can just go get a job and be happy. And I don't want to do that. I don't want just have a job and be happy. I like, this is the virus. Like, this is something that ignite the light in me. And in 2025, I was making shifts, spiritual shifts. So it was a year of spiritual growth. It was a it was a year facing God face to face and really understanding when where God is guiding me. So through learning about spirituality, learning about Kabbalah, it's a Jewish spiritual teaching. It's based in Hasidism, Hasidic Judaism, like super good. I started learning Hebrew and learning like to read the Old Testament in original language. That was so transformational. And then I was seeing other psychologists who were leaning into spiritual psychology. And it was so much hope for me. And the biggest question that helped me to stay in business that helped me not to quit and keep going is like, what is my expertise? Do I want to fight in the red, bloody ocean of other business coaches who are selling how to sell, how to do live streams, marketing, how to do messaging, and how to do sales? Or do I want to lean into my expertise? Or am I that person? Can I do it well? And I do have the receipts from my clients, from my consulting clients, from my expert-based clients who sold stuff from stages and made a bunch of money and built successful businesses. God gave me a different calling. In 2023, by the way, I had a calling. I had a very deep awaken experience with God when God was calling me. I think God was calling me to really heal entrepreneurs. Like really, my entire life was like flashing me in front of my eyes, and God was telling me, "You should heal entrepreneurs. You are here to lead and heal entrepreneurs. Go forth and follow my path." But as a child of God who is obedient, what did I do? I misunderstand God. I'm like, okay, God told me to heal the entrepreneurs and leaders. I should be coach for coaches and I should market and target coaches how to sell. And the reality is just like majority of my clients, they were not coaches, they were consultants, they were experts. They like some of them had coaching component in their offers, but they were not coaches in a traditional sense. Who knew? So, and I was following this trend like, okay, I'm gonna teach people how to sell and market because, like, if you sell well, if your business well, you are healed. Like, this is the essence of healing because when my clients were doing well, psychological issues come up, internal friction would come up, subconscious blockages would come up. And I'm literally trained for that to remove that. In fact, psychology was a part of my container always. I always supported my clients psychologically. A lot of my clients said, "Hey, what you providing in this container?" One of the testimonials that I got from my clients, they said, "When I was working with you, I was going through the toughest period of my life, and this container was better than therapy." Again, disclaimer, not a substitution for therapy. It's what they say. I'm not saying that it is a substitute for therapy. If you need therapy, hire a therapist. We're clear. And in 2025, I was really searching for my expertise. And the expertise was like, it's actually both. It's not just marketing, it's not just sales, it's not just like build the way you love. It was long coming. I'm like, okay, but like, I know a few strategies that I teach my clients and it works for them really well. But really, what works for them, it's not necessarily this one simple, unique strategy. And it's literally working with their expertise at the higher level. That's what's working for me really well in my business. And one shift that I made internally is leaning into my expertise, not selling the strategy alone, but claiming my expertise in human psychology, in hypnotherapy. I got licensed as a hypnotherapist, by the way, and also adding this modality to my business for my entrepreneurial clients and also for non entrepreneurial clients because it was such a blessing to get hypnotherapy clients alone. That was very refreshing and very healing and helping people with chronic pain, digestive problems, helping people really to organize their like mind in a way that they can literally create internal board of advisors for the problem that they're solving. And it was so beautiful. And this is one of the favorite components that my clients will come back to me and say, "Hey, like, can we work on my board of trusted advisors internally?" It was so good, and it's helping me so much. 2025 has been a year of spiritual transformation from really opening the door of other psychologists, such as Dr. Lisa Miller, The Awakened Brain, other specialists in psychology, Alyssa Nobriga, right? Like psychotherapist, licensed psychotherapist, and a coach. And like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. Oh my gosh, there are people who are like minded, who are like me, and running this business in this model. And that was absolutely transformational for me. And this is what I keep doing in 2026. Like really blending, creating intellectual property and write my expertise where there is a blend of a strategy, there's a blend of psychology, spiritual psychology, and the practical application to remove blockages from entrepreneurs and come up with a better strategies through direct hypnotherapy. And it's something that I'm trained on, and this is something that I'm really, really good at. I'm also going to run a test in 2026 with Psychology Today, too. And this is not something that I would advise you as your business coach. Don't run separate different offers in your business. But for me, like I just want to test it and see where we land. Because I feel like 2026 will be the year of momentum, but also will be the year of testing. And what I'm incredibly grateful for is that I work so hard on landing really wonderful consulting opportunities for myself to actually test what problem I can solve and communicate well enough to bring into the world. And more importantly, listening to God's voice, listening to God's guidance. And if you want to get direct emails from me, if you want to know what's going on in my world, if you want to have a direct conversation with me, connect with me on social media, like on LinkedIn, on Instagram. I am responding to your messages 100%. And also sign for my wait list. Because if you're curious what I'm building and what is next for my business, signing for my wait list. Because in 2026, I will be opening the doors. Like you will receive all the information. And more importantly, this is the container, this is the access that you're craving. And this is my guarantee that you will receive absolutely transparent conversation. That I will promise you what I can actually deliver. I can actually help you to remove the internal friction in your career, in your business, in your life. So you can build the strategy for yourself that is aligned for you, for your nervous system. And this is where I'm going.